We're so excited to welcome our students back to campus this spring. After a successful in-person semester in the fall, we're anxious to have you all back on campus once again and are excited to share with you the plans that we've put into place to provide a healthy environment for you to return next week. Now, hopefully nothing that I'll share is brand new, as everything's been communicated via email at the end of last semester. We thought it'd be helpful, though, if it were reiterated and condensed for our students so that as you plan to arrive here on campus, you'll know what's expected. First, we're still planning to welcome students back on campus the weekend of January 22nd through the 24th. New students and students that do not live in New York State or one of its bordering states should arrive on Friday the 22nd, and other students should arrive on either the 23rd or 24th. Students were sent a screening questionnaire last Friday where we asked them to give us a sense of when they'll be arriving and also letting us know some important health information prior to their arrival, such as whether they've previously contracted the virus, which has impacts for testing procedures. Speaking of testing, all students will need to have had a negative test for COVID-19 taken within 72 hours of their arrival. Now, this is a requirement of New York State for all people entering from non-bordering states, and we've extended this to all of our students, though students from New York State or its bordering states can have theirs done within 7 days before they come to campus. These tests can be either PCR or rapid antigen tests. If a student doesn't have the results of their test when they arrive, that's okay. They can just present proof of having had the test done within these timeframes, though we will eventually need to have proof of this negative test result before they're released from any travel-related quarantine orders. Having our students return to campus from all over the world continues to be the riskiest part of our entire semester. And because of this elevated risk, we'll be performing 2 additional tests of all of our students during their first few weeks on campus. The first test will take place about 3 to 5 days after they arrive to campus, and then again 5 to 7 days after this. Through these precautions, our entire student population will have been tested 3 times within a 14-day period, and thus significantly reducing the possibility of someone unknowingly bringing the virus back to campus with them. These will be rapid antigen tests and provide us with immediate insight as to whether a student has contracted the virus and make contact tracing easier and quicker. Like the fall, as an added precautionary measure, we'll be delivering the first week of instruction remotely, beginning on January 25th. The first day of in-person classes will be a week later, on February 1st, and students will need to strictly limit in-person contact during this time. Dining services will also be limited to takeout-only options through the end of the second week of classes, so that our first 2 rounds of mass testing of students are completed. Students will need to eat in their residence hall rooms with their roommates during this time to minimize as much as possible their circle of close contacts during this riskiest point in the semester. Traveling off campus remains a large risk to our campus community as well, and so we will continue to limit students off-campus travel to day trips only. Students spending a night off campus during the semester will need to go into precautionary quarantine as soon as they return to campus. Unapproved travel will also incur a fee, as students in quarantine need to have meals delivered and laundry done for them during this time. To further reduce off-campus travel, we're not having a February or spring break, but will instead not have classes on Good Friday and hope to have another reading day at some point in the semester, which we're currently in the process of scheduling. Now, during both of these days, students will still need to remain on campus, but will get some much-needed rest and relaxation from class attendance. Now, unlike the fall, we will be opening up students' abilities to visit each other's rooms in their residence halls, starting first with students being able to visit in each other's rooms that live within their hall on February 1st, and then hopefully reinstating open hours visitation at the end of February, provided case counts on campus remain low. Students will still need to be masked and socially distanced from others in these settings, but we hope that these additional gathering opportunities add to the student experience. Finally, we're approaching the way we encourage and enforce our COVID policies both as a recognition that the college needs to do a better job at further encouraging students who have been consistently practicing safe habits throughout the semester, and also find a more effective way of recognizing and correcting students who are having a difficult time maintaining these safe practices. To do this, we will have prizes throughout the semester that students can win for practicing safe habits as recognized by staff and faculty throughout campus. We also will be instituting monetary fines for students who are not consistently practicing safe habits like masking and social distancing. Further details about these systems will come out in the first days of the semester. Having on-campus classes this spring is a fantastic opportunity for our students, staff, and faculty to continue to share life and community with one another during a time of uncertainty, where connection with one another is very challenging. To take full advantage of this opportunity, however, we will need to further commit to one another that we take seriously the safety and health concerns of our members, and we will do all we can to serve one another in this time. An enjoyable, successful spring semester will look different than it did in other years, and will likely look different than our fall semester. It is our ultimate goal, though, that we can complete our on-campus academic experience for our students and provide a meaningful and life-changing co-curricular program for everyone. Join us in praying that God continues to provide the resources and resolve needed from each of us as we come together once again this spring.